Earlier, I went out and I'm just now coming in and decided that, you know what? I already have my makeup on, I'm dressed. Why not just get this video out of the way? Now, I did record me getting dressed, so that included my hair, my makeup, my clothes. I did record every single thing. So if you want to see how this look came together, check my lifestyle channel out. I'm gonna leave a link in the description box for those of you guys who want to subscribe to that channel and just get to know me a little bit better. I would so appreciate it, and just let me take the time to thank each and every one of you who already jumped over to my lifestyle channel and subscribed and are just so supportive. I really do appreciate it. I almost have 400 of you guys on that channel just after uploading one video. You guys are the bomb. I really do appreciate it. Okay guys, so the first fragrance that we're gonna start out with is possibly one of the most iconic fragrances from the house of Calvin Klein, depending on who you ask, of course, but in my opinion, this fragrance is quite iconic. It's been around for almost 2 decades, I would say. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has been around for at least 20 years. The other day, I went into Burlington and I saw this big bottle going for around 20 bucks, which is kind of like the same price that you'll find this for online. So online you could find this one for around 18 to 20 bucks for the big bottle. So it is very affordable. It's very inexpensive. This fragrance is classified as a floral aquatic scent. Oh my god, it smells so good. And that's basically what you get when you smell this one. The dominant notes in this one are melon, chamomile, and marigold. So the combination gives you that clean, fresh scent, but it's also herbal and most definitely aquatic. It smells so pretty. There are a couple of fragrances out there that smells quite similar to this one. I would say that Lode Yusi by Issey Miyake is one of them, and I will also say Sunflowers by Elizabeth Arden is one of those fragrances that smell quite like this. This is gonna be one of those fragrances I'm always gonna have in my collection. This is Escape. The next fragrance that I have on this list is possibly Calvin Klein's most underrated fragrance. I love this one, but it doesn't get a lot of love, and I'm not really sure why, but I think it's a beautiful scent. The fragrance that I'm talking about here is Downtown. I love everything about this fragrance. It debuted in around 2013, and it is classified as a floral woody musk. Unfortunately, it appears that this fragrance has been discontinued, but you could definitely still find this one online. If you check out eBay or Mercari or Amazon, you may still be able to find this one, and it's still quite affordable. I think 20 something is probably where the price point is at right now. This is a beautiful scent, but I think a lot of people write this fragrance off way too quickly. It is the kind of fragrance that you have to give a chance to bloom or blossom on the skin. The dominant notes in this one are gardenia, pear, and pink pepper. I absolutely love the pink pepper note here. I love the way it mingles with the clean gardenia and the slight sweetness from the pear. It does give the fragrance a lot of depth, and I think it makes it smell so unique. I sprayed it here in the crook of my elbow. It smells so good. It's quite intoxicating. Like I said, this is a fragrance you have to give more than a minute. You really have to let this fragrance settle on the skin. Spray it in warm areas like on your pulse points, the crook of your elbows, behind your ears, and I'm telling you, you get a whiff of this thing, you won't even know that it's the same fragrance that you sprayed 10 minutes ago. It is just so gorgeous. This is Downtown. But the next fragrance on this list is a Women, and this is the EDP. Over the past couple of months, this fragrance has gotten just a little bit more expensive. It's still within the $20 range, but I remember the last time I checked the price for a 1.7 fluid ounce bottle, and it was around 23 bucks, and now I see it for like 29 bucks. So I don't know what's going on, but I think it's still quite, you know, affordable, especially for the scent and for the quality of this fragrance. I think it's still a pretty good deal. Women is classified as a floral woody musk. It has a very clean, fresh, spicy, aromatic, musky type scent. It's also quite citrusy, peppery. So it does have a lot going on, but the notes come together so nicely. It's kind of funny because when I first started wearing this fragrance, all I could smell was clean laundry, like in the best way possible. It just smelled like very clean, fresh clothes. Now that I've been wearing it for a couple of months, I could definitely smell each note individually. So I definitely get the orange blossom, the eucalyptus, the black pepper, the grapefruit. It has a beautiful grapefruit note, and the cedarwood. If you're into that kind of thing like I am, you'll absolutely love this fragrance. It has a chill, down-to-earth, carefree kind of vibe, which I guess Calvin Klein is pretty much known for that. So this one definitely screams Calvin Klein. I remember someone in my comments saying that this fragrance didn't last on them, and I was just like freaking baffled because I'm like, what? The first time I wore this fragrance, I sprayed it probably 3 times or 4 times, and I literally gave myself a headache. I could smell it on me all day. It was so strong. And yeah, like I said, give me a little headache. So I learned my lesson. And now when I apply this one, I go lightly, or I just spray it lower on my body. So it's like not on my pulse points. It's not on my neck or anything like that. It's a strong scent and it really does last. So it's a high quality fragrance in my opinion. So yeah, this is Calvin Klein Women. The next fragrance that I have on this list is Eternity Moments. I read a comment on Fragrantica that said that this is generic, and I'm like, no ma'am, not in my opinion. It's not the most unique scent, but I would not consider this to be a generic scent. Maybe if you smell it 2 seconds after you spray it, that would probably be your opinion of the scent. But if you allow this fragrance to kind of do its thing, you will see that this one has some complexity to it. It's so pretty. It's one of the prettiest florals that I have in my collection. In my opinion, this is probably one of Calvin Klein's most feminine fragrances. I think a lot of times when you encounter Calvin Klein fragrances, they have somewhat of a masculine undertone or a unisex vibe to them or something like that. But this one is straight up feminine. It is so, so pretty. The lychee and the raspberry gives it like a little bit of a fruity tartness. The peony gives it this beautiful pink flower scent. You put the aquatic notes under that and it just gives you this beautiful scent. The only issue that I have with this one is that I wish it would project more. It's long lasting, but I feel as though after, I would say like 4 or 5 hours, it turns into a skin scent and you have to be very close to someone in order to smell this. But I still wear this one quite regularly because it smells so, so pretty. This is Eternity Moment. The last fragrance that I want to share with you guys is an old school fragrance, but it is so, so pretty. But please keep an open mind about this one. It is just, I'm telling you, it's a good one. It is Contradiction. I freaking love this fragrance, okay? I've had this one in my collection for quite some time, but I recently pulled it out and I've been in love ever since. I did talk about this one before on my channel, and it appears to me that a lot of you guys really also appreciate this scent. I mean, what is not to appreciate about this fragrance? It is so unique. It is just so pretty. And even though this one has been around for quite some time, in my opinion, it doesn't smell dated. Now, it doesn't smell like anything else on the market, but it doesn't smell old school to me. Now, I tend to have a little bit of trouble describing this fragrance because it is so unique and there's just so much going on. Now, let me say this. The packaging, in my opinion, is a bit misleading because it leads one to think that this is going to be like a strong oriental type fragrance that smells possibly, you know, old school. But in all honesty, it's quite the opposite. This is like a clean, fresh scent. And I was so caught off guard by that. I was just not expecting that. What I get from this one is like cold white flowers. So it smells quite icy. There's a little bit of a fizziness to it. Now, there's something in the composition that's keeping the fragrance down to earth. I can't figure out what it is, but there's something a little warm in there. Now, when I'm wearing this one, I tend to over apply because it has a very mild sillage. But once you go in with a couple of sprays, you're pretty much set for the whole day. I really like this one. If you have this one in your collection, let me know. But most importantly, let me know what your favorite Calvin Klein fragrances are. Like, what does it for you? Please do it for me. If I run out of these, I'll always repurchase these fragrances. And that's why they are my top 5 best affordable Calvin Klein fragrances. Okay guys, so that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed doing this one. Like honestly, I'm really enjoying this series. Okay guys, so that is it for me. It's been a long day. It's getting quite dark outside. I have my lighting, but I could look outside and it's getting a little bit dark. It has been a long day for me. I'm a little bit tired, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm starving. If you have any interest in any of the fragrances that I spoke about in today's video, check my description box. I'm gonna provide a link for each of the fragrances. With the exception of Downtown, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to provide a link for that one, but I'll certainly do my best. Also, don't forget to check out my new lifestyle channel. I have a link also below in my description box if you want to check that out. Okay, guys, so that's it for me. I'm out. Bye.